Alright, CSS battle time, and we have dots and blocks. Dots and dashes. There's probably a good way to do this with border dotted, border dashed. But that's going to be complicated. I'm tired. So I could make the single radial gradient, make all of these dots appear. But I think it would take two separate conic gradients to get these blocks to appear. You know, this one, these sets is one, and then this would be another one. So three gradients on like the body element, I think, is what would work. Or I could do two gradients on three elements and just change the background position on one of them. Okay, yeah. So what I could do is set up like the body is this whole thing and have this pattern where it's circles and then it's squares, right? And then have an element overlaying it that's like this. All right, let's do that. First, we're gonna put just the green background on the HTML. There might be a way to hide, to get away with this otherwise, but yeah, I'm not gonna try right now. I'm way too tired to be too clever. Let's get the sizing about right. This margin won't have to be very precise. There's going to be a range here, so we can just get it close, and then I can play with those numbers depending on what my patterns need to be, what the background patterns need to be. And yeah, that should, I have options there to make it better. All right. Ooh, I'm pressing buttons without even realizing. I do want that button, but all right. Let's start with the radial gradient, I think, and then the do I want a conic gradient? Yeah, I'll do a conic gradient because then I can repeat it for more things. Linear, it would be too much work. Yeah, yeah. We're good. Okay, radial gradient. Let's start with that. Let's do 1Q, our aspect ratio, to make it a circle, but without having to write a circle. And then we can do red for 25 pixels about. And then I could do green, or I can do transparent at this point because we have the green background. Let's do green, just because I think this will be the way that I end up combining things by having, whoa. Oh, that's why. Green. Right now it won't matter, so that's too big. Is it 15? Yeah, it looks like about 15. Yeah, that's the right diameter. All right. So now we need to place it and repeat it. I think I can just position, go 20. Let's go, because I'm doing repeat, I don't think I need to use the at syntax right now. We'll find out if that's true or not. All right, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it repeat on every single box. Like every single node there will get a repeat. And it should be good. 90. Oh. Ooh, 120. All right, that's our numbers. Now vertically, what do we want it to repeat on? Let's say 60. There it is. Okay, so it looks like I actually need to be 60 and 60. Which is way too, oh, we need to move them. Let's move them over, I think. Yeah, 0. Beautiful. Okay. That's awesome. Now, the conic, I will want 120 and 120. Yeah, yeah. So let's do conic gradient first. I think that's how we stack it. Let's put the comma. Let's get this written out. We're going to do 3/4 transparent. And then we're going to do our red square. And what we're going to need to do is the @ syntax to size that red square. It's going to be like what do we? We're at 15 pixels for a circle for the radius, so it's going to be 30 by 30. Because those squares will be about that same size. We need to put a 0 here to make it a hard square. Okay. So now we can position this and then repeat it. So let's go. I think if we increase our margin, okay, our circles didn't move, but our conic will just get easier to position because now we just need to, we don't need to do any vertical positioning. We can go this 60. We're walking it over. You see it right here. Turn off the slide and compare. We see our block is almost in the right spot. Let's go 75. There we go. Now let's do our background size so we get our repeat. We're going to do 120 pixels. That perfect by 120 pixels. That's not perfect. All right. I think it's going to be like 100 maybe. Okay. What am I seeing here? Dog's messing with the cat. Cat's not liking it. Oh, I think I know what I need to do. I need to add a 0 here. And then our 120 will work. There it is. That's what I needed. Okay. So now we just need our middle row, which will be a paragraph tag. And hopefully these backgrounds work. Cool. Yeah, it should be okay. We just need to margin it into place. Okay. Yeah, we'll end up having to adjust these, but I think I could do font values and adjust. It's the horizontal that needs to be adjusted, not the spacing as much, but just yeah, the horizontal value. Not on the radial even, just on the conic, because that'll determine which blocks get covered. So yeah, okay. We need to put a period up here to break margin collapse, and then we can do 60 pixels down on the margin. Nope, 50, 40. Okay. And we're exactly opposite of where we need to be. Let's take our outline off. We don't need that anymore. No, 45 maybe? There we go. I think the period is making it so it's a weird margin. So with line height or something, I don't know. All right, we're exactly opposite of what we need to be. I'm going to just do this in a variable right now so I can see what it should be, and then I can decide. 75, let's go 0. Oh. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Oops. $15. I kept going right past it all. Okay, let's hit submit. Let's just see if this even works. So from 75 to 15, that is 1. So that'll be VH units. It could, but that doesn't help VH units. Let's go to unit golf. Let's look at what 75 is, and then let's see. Yeah, 25 VH, and then it's going to be 5 VH. 4.7 M is 75, and 15 is going to be some weird M value, 0.94 M. Okay. Do I do font? Do I do variable? Do I do some odd things with the margin here? And then, but we'd have to change add position here on the radial, and then that changes stuff. All right, let's look at this. We're at 300 characters right here with the variable. Let's see what font will do. Let's go back here. Let's do 75. 75 is 4.7 M. There's no other font value that's shorter. So 4.7 M. Let's do that. All right. Now this we're gonna take out, and we're gonna go font 5QA. Let's see if we can do this with just no 20%. Oh, is it? It's 1/5. Yeah, it's 1/5 because 15. Yeah, would. Well, let's hit submit. Let's see if that actually works. It works. That works. And where are we at? 293 characters. That's shorter. I'm gonna say that's a winner. All right, let's reduce some of these 60 pixels. That doesn't reduce down in gradient world, you know, but the rest of these do. Yep, I should have done both of these at the same time, but it's all right. It's okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. And 30 pixels also doesn't reduce down in gradient world. All right, I'm gonna leave it. That was fun. I think there's a potential to do it with borders. I said that at the beginning though, didn't I? 208. That's a lot. Yeah, there's got to be a better way. Something that's not quite as verbose. Probably borders. Or border image maybe. But I don't know. That's what I got. Hope you're having fun with this. I'll catch you later.